Today, I will be ranking every single NFL quarterback from 1 to however many I have on this list. I did recently do ranking NFL quarterbacks in 2023. That is different from this video because just because you're a top 5 quarterback in 2023 doesn't mean you're a top 5 quarterback overall. Look at CJ Stroud. I think he was a top 5 quarterback in 2023. However, he's played 1 season. He's not a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Period. End of story. So make sure you like and subscribe. That doesn't cost you a thing and helps my channel out a ton. Doing a jersey giveaway at 1,000 subs, so help me get there and I will give someone a free jersey. Either way, let's get right into this video. But first, I've got to tell you about my partnership with W Energy. W Energy is obviously energy drinks that have no sugars, no artificial colors, or no hidden ingredients. It's all there for you in front of you. They're also only $1 per drink, so it's less than Starbucks or sodas or any other energy drink you might be drinking. Cheaper than that. Made in the USA. It's great. Go check out w.gg and use code SHREDDER, SHRD3R, right there on the screen for 10% off your order. So here we are with our tier list. Let's break down these tiers. First, Patrick. No need to explain. Next is top 5, top 10, top 15, 16 through 20, fringe starter, 26 through 32. I might as well make fringe starter, I guess, 21 through 25. Really, it's the same thing. Or excuse me, 21 through 25. Really, it's the same thing. It's just like the back tier of them. Then solid backup, certain doom, future UFL MVP. So now that we've gotten those out of the way, let's get into this tier list. It's going to be the best one you've ever seen, obviously. So let's start off with a guy that we know of named Patrick Mahomes, and he does happen to fit into the Patrick tier. Yeah, that's all I need to say. Top 5, we'll fill that out first. So these aren't going to be in any order right now. I will order these later, so make sure you stick around. Josh Allen is definitely in the top 5 category. Joe Burrow is definitely in the top 5 category. Now we get into some dirty water. You know what? We may not go straight to the top 5. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to put Justin Herbert in the top 5 because, yes, he hasn't done anything in his career. That's awesome. He also had Brandon Staley as his head coach. We're talking about quarterbacks. We're not talking about quarterbacks and their team. We're not talking about quarterbacks and their coaches. We're talking about quarterbacks in a vacuum. Who do you take? Justin Herbert is definitely top 5. Moving on from there, we'll go to, this is tough. This is really, really, really tough already. This is not going easily. We'll go to Dak Prescott. He is going to probably fall in the top 10. We'll leave him there for now. Lamar Jackson goes in top 10. He's not a top 5 quarterback. If you were a top 5 quarterback, you would have won a game where your defense didn't let the Chiefs score a single point in the second half. You also wouldn't have missed throws at the sideline to wide open receivers. He's a great player. Magnificent player. Not a great quarterback. End of discussion. Let's see. Aaron Rodgers. He's a tough one because you can't knock him for being hurt for 1 season. Now, if it was 2 seasons, I think you can. However, last time we saw him play, he was very good. He's going to be this back end of top 5, top side of top 10. We'll put him there for now, and we'll see what we move later. Jordan Love. He's played 1 year. I like the guy. I think he's going to be a good freaking quarterback, man. But right now, let's leave him here. There's a good chance he moves into top 15. I got to make sure I have my numbers out first. I think he will, though. Jared Goff. We're going to put him in top 15 for now. Same with Kirk Cousins. They're not top 10 guys. Like the top 10 is like your elite. Like, these are your guys who are going to get you something. After that, you kind of fall into like okay, these are really good players. Or the guys who are really young. You know, things like that. Where is he? Where is he? I want one man right now. I want him right now. Where is he? I can't find him. Not at all. All right. CJ Stroud. Is he here? Where am I? There he is. I'm so blind. He's going to fit in this tier right now, too. He and Jordan Love, though they've only started 1 year, are on different tiers to a point, or consideration to a point. Let me just go ahead and say, to be a top quarterback, you're obviously, this is based on how good you are, how good you've been, you know, what is around you, what you've done with what's around you. It's a lot going into it. It's also just what you take. The quarterback in a vacuum. That's just what it is. These two are different. Jordan Love has had 3 years to mentally prepare. So he might be a little higher just because, you know, he's got that veteran savvy to him already a little bit. CJ Stroud, he's still a rookie. He's got to have a lot more struggles than anything else. Trevor Lawrence, he's going to go top 15 for now, but he did not have a very good season this year. Not very convincing. Purdy is going to be an interesting one. He's going to be back in the top 10 right now. He's not top 5. Purdy has everything around him. I watched during the Super Bowl specifically for one thing. How many throws did Brock Purdy have to throw in a bucket like Patrick Mahomes, like Josh Allen, like Joe Burrow? None. He had none. No, there was one throw that was like a half, like really good throw, and it was the first quarter, I believe, a corner route to Chris Conley. That throw was pretty good, like pretty dang good. There was a lot of pressure. He hit it in a side, but at the same time, it wasn't a pinpoint accuracy throw. A lot of them, the receivers, their chest is straight to him. They're in front of their man. All he has to do is just not put it behind him. He does his job, and that's great. You got to do your job. But top 10 is plenty generous. We'll see if he moves down from there. Russell Wilson is an interesting one. He had a decent year, but a lot of hate. He's going to go 15 for now. He may move up or down. We'll see. It just will depend. Jalen Hurts is definitely top 10. He is 100% top 10. He has a better arm than Lamar. He runs almost just as good. He's more dominant of a runner just with his, you can argue it's the offensive line, sure. Matt Stafford is also top 10. So who are we moving around here? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Not necessarily in order, just, kind of counting out here. Maybe I think we're going to bump Brock Purdy down because at this point, all of these guys have done at least something on their own. Brock Purdy gets his way by, hitting the right throw, which is great. You got to do that. That's 100%, but it's all scheme-based. I think that's what we're going to do for now. Stafford, he's a dog. He's a dog, absolutely. Daniel Jones, we'll put him back here. Tua, ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Oh, man. Tua's going to go top 15. We're going to bump... We'll bump Russ down for now. Tua's, Brock Purdy does it with help. Yeah, Tua does too. However, Brock Purdy has a lot more help than just Tua. Tua has Tyreek and Jalen Waddle most of the time when he's not hurt. But Brock Purdy has Debo, Kittle, Ayuk, McCaffrey. You can't lose with that going on. It's ridiculous what he has. Baker Mayfield he's probably he's going to be a top 15 guy too. We'll see. Kenny Pickett is in this tier. Probably. Kyler Murray. We'll put him here for now, but there is a solid chance he moves up. Actually, already, Tua's going to come down. Kyler's going to go up. I definitely think I'd take him over Tua. Tua is limited, for sure. 100%. He has a lot of limitations. Sam Howell, I wish this guy had more of chances in the league. I hope he gets more chances. Gardner Minshew, he's a spot starter. He'll go back here. Geno Smith, he might be 20. Might be. Justin Fields stinks. I don't even know if he's a starter in the league, honestly. We'll see. He'll go here for now, but Justin Fields, if you think Justin Fields deserves another chance, you don't understand football, plain and simple. This man has had 3 years to improve, and he hasn't done it. Oh, the offensive coordinator, he has no help. DJ Moore is a top 10 wide receiver, top 15 wide receiver, we'll say. Cole Kmet had a top 10 tight end year. And yeah, that's not a ton. That's more than 9 other teams have weapons. I've done a video on it. Go check it out, the Justin Fields video on my channel. Justin Fields, it takes your own self-development. You have to have your own workouts in the offseason with the quarterback coach. That's how Josh Allen got a lot better. He has awful mechanics, awful footwork. It's been 3 years. You want to say that Kenny Pickett doesn't deserve another chance when he's played a year and a half? I'm not a Kenny Pickett fan. I'm really not. I don't think he's all that great. But why would Justin Fields deserve any more chances than Kenny Pickett when he's played twice the amount of time, like the time he has? It just makes no sense. Derek Carr, he's definitely in this tier. We're going to have to move something around here in a second. Kenny Pickett probably comes down. Yeah, I like that. Minshew probably comes down. Tannehill, I don't know what to think about him right now. Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi. Mac is tough because he had a good year. He really did that rookie year. It was good, not great. Let's make sure that's there. But he's lost a lot. Now, granted, the offense has changed every year. He's not had a chance. He has no weapons. You got to give him a little bit of an idea of a chance, but I don't know. Zappi looked better than him, so we'll put him up there. Man, Zach Wilson. I don't know. I'm missing somebody here. Will Levis, I like what I saw from him. However, he is a rookie. I'm going to put him here for now. We'll see. Tanner McKee sighting. What is going on here? That's literally Tanner McKee. Oh, man. Anthony Richardson, he's going to go in this tier because he didn't play. You can't. He's going to be a starter. I'm not going to weasel him out of a starter position, but he can't be much better. Man, we're kind of getting to the end of our list. Clayton Tune, he's a future UFL MVP. Desmond Ridder, oh, he is a future UFL MVP, all right. Jameis Winston, I'd say he's a solid backup. Honestly, Zach Wilson probably could be decently a solid backup. He's got some mental things. I'm going to put him in certain doom for now. He's pretty rough. Hendon Hooker, we have not seen him do a thing, so I'm going to say future UFL MVP. Garoppolo's a solid backup. Darnold's a solid backup. Rush is a solid backup. Jaron Hall, he goes in certain doom, but honestly, like I can't hate on him. Colt McCoy, he's a backup. It's fine. Dalton's a backup. Bryce Young, there we go. He didn't have any help, man, and it's hard to gauge. He didn't really play very well on his own, but he didn't have help at all. That's for sure. I'll put him here for now. We're probably going to weasel some things around. Yeah, honestly, Richardson in the 2 games he played probably showed me more than Bryce did, to be honest. McKee has done nothing, so he's going to UFL. Bridgewater, he's retiring, but we're going to put him in backup just because. Locke, he's a backup. Taysom Hill, he shouldn't even be a quarterback at this point. Brissett is a backup. Corral, we'll not talk about that one. Mike White, he's a backup. Malik Willis is kind of certain doom. I hate it for him. He shouldn't have played, honestly. I think Malik Willis would have been a fine QB if he didn't have to play in year 1, and they messed him up by that. Trey Lance, he hasn't gotten a chance. When you get beat up by a 7th-round quarterback in Brock Purdy, like, you've had a chance. You had a chance at practice. Just because he didn't play in games, the team didn't play him over 2 other quarterbacks. He's a UFL MVP, man. Stetson Bennett, he actually did play for, I think 1 game. I don't think he looked terrible, but he's still going to go in certain doom. Not to hate on him, but we just haven't seen enough. Mariota's a backup. Davis Mills is a backup. Matt Ryan, I believe he's retired, but we'll put him in backup. And Max Duggan, I think he was pretty rough when he played. So now we've got everybody in the tier list. We got to wind this out now. So Patrick is 1. He's 1 of 1. Josh Allen is number 2. And if you think that's wrong, you're wrong. Because no one throws a better ball than Josh Allen. No one runs like Josh Allen. He's the most dominant quarterback there is. The combo is unmatched. Joe Burrow is 3, firmly. Herbert, to me, is definitely 4. This is where we get some confusion. Because talent-wise, these guys are top 4, no doubt about it. Rodgers could easily slip into 5. It's just he was hurt, so do I eat that a little bit? Dak should be top 5, would have been, but his playoff performance is tomfoolery, clownery. He's an idiot. Hurts didn't deserve it. Stafford, it's too far too gone. I'm going to put Rodgers. I just feel like the most comfortable with Rodgers, honestly. Lamar's not top 5. He's a top 5 player at the quarterback position, but he's not a top 5 quarterback. I'll put Lamar at 6. I'll put Hurts above. Honestly, I think Hurts is better than Dak. I think Dak just has all the weapons he needs in the world. That might be a hot take, but it is what it is. Hurts is a better runner, has probably just as good of an arm. Yeah, Stafford, I think you can argue above Dak, but I'll leave him back here. Top 10. So this is 9 players so far. Who is the 10th best quarterback in the NFL? I think Jared Goff deserves that praise right now. I think he really does. He doesn't have nearly the amount of help that Brock Purdy does, and he did very, very good. You could definitely argue Purdy to the back of this list, talent-wise, ability-wise, whatever. I mean, Kirk gets the ball down where it needs to be every single game when he's healthy. Trevor's the talent. Honestly, if you think about it, Trevor's weapons are not that good. Christian Kirk and Calvin Ridley are just simply not that good. People had so much hype for Calvin Ridley coming into this season, but for what reason? Like, he hasn't played in so many years, and there's no reason to hype him up. Kyler Murray's definitely talented. I'm going to go, if we're basing this off of, the vacuum, the quarterback, the prospect I'd take, the guy I'd take, and we're going in this order. You got to go Trevor above him. You got to go Kyler above him. Purdy's good, but here's the thing. Top 15 is great. You're the 15th best quarterback in the league. That's awesome. That's amazing. You're an amazing athlete, amazing football player. Just because he's not top 5 doesn't mean he's bad. Let's get that out of here, man. Now we've got to figure this out. Tua, Love, Stroud, Russ, Geno, Derek. I'm going to drop Geno. I think he's the one who's kind of odd man out here. What is Daniel Jones doing up here? Get him out. He's going to drop. These 3 are not particularly in any order because they're all rookies. But let's rank this tier right here. Kirk's the proven passer, so we're going to leave him there. Then T-Law, talent-wise. Kyler, talent-wise. Brock, Baker, you could definitely switch those. I think they're pretty much tied. Brock and Baker, to me, are the same player. Brock may make a few smarter decisions, but Baker knows, he's got the more talent, the better arm, airing it out wise. Tua's he's talented, but he also isn't in certain things. He's smart up here. He's got all the smarts a quarterback needs. But the passing, the noodle arm, we're putting Love above him. We're putting Stroud above him. We're putting Russ above him. I like Carr too. I think Tua is good, but he's not great. No, we'll leave Carr behind him for now. Carr did not have the best year. He had a better year than most people give him credit for, but not great. That's for sure. Geno is next. This tier, somebody has to come up. I'm going to go with... I don't think it's fair to put... Yeah, it is. Gardner Minshew's coming up because he is inconsistent. He sucks. He's inconsistent. He's not proven a dang thing. He's a almost backup at this point, which we might drop him down because of that. But Zappy's a backup. How many do we need here? So 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. We need one more up, actually. So we're filling in the top 32 quarterbacks right now. Who comes up next? I think you have to put in no one. Absolutely no one. Mason Rudolph could be argued into here. He's not on this tier list. I don't see anybody who stands out. Drew Lock played well in his one game he played or whatever it was, but, that's great. Jacoby Brissett might be the next guy up. Jacoby Brissett might be him. Yeah. Sam Howell, he got benched for Jacoby Brissett, but, I don't blame Sam Howell. He's a young guy. They kind of threw him into the fire. I mean, he had a year to sit, but, I think he's got a lot of talent, man. I think Sam Howell has a ton of talent. Geno, Sam, Will, AR, Minshew. Minshew's going above Richardson because he did more. I'll put Minshew above both these guys. I think that's fair. Brissett at 26. Honestly, Fields under everyone right here. Fields just, the passing ability is absolutely just atrocious. If you've watched an actual Bears game and not looked at his 40 time or his fantasy stats, you would know that he can't throw a football. It's just, it's incredible. It is honestly incredible. I'll put him here. That's as high as he's going, and that's generous. I don't even know if he is a starter. I don't know. Honestly, I think he goes somewhere else and they figure out he's just as bad as he has before because he just can't throw a football, and that's it. I'm not ranking the MVPs. I'm not ranking certain Doom one by one. Backups. Who is the best backup here? Mac Jones could be a spot starter, so I'm going to leave him up there, kind of. Jimmy G probably is a good backup. Sam Darnold is definitely a good backup. Rush did really well 2 seasons ago now. Dalton is pretty solid. Bridgewater. I mean, Taysom Hill has to get credit just because of his output that he puts out there. Lock's definitely up here. Matt Ryan and Bridgewater are retired now, so we're going to leave them back there. Mariota's solid. Mills, I don't think he ever even... He played one game. He's okay. I think we'll put him here. That looks pretty decent. It's not super... This isn't really super ranked. It's just kind of giving credit to who's there. But either way, is this good? I think it is. I think that's a good list because Mahomes is 1, Allen's 2, Burrow's 3, Herbert's 4, Rodgers 5, Lamar 6, Hurts 7, Dak 8, Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins. Trevor, Kyler, Purdy, Baker are interchangeable, but that's it. Love will like 2 good games from Love next year. He's already right here, 100%. That's 2 good games next year. Stroud's right behind him. Russ is behind him. Then Russ has talent. He could easily pop up to here with talent, but he has been shaky the last few years, so it's hard to put him any higher. Tua, Carr, Smith, Minshew. I like this. I think this is good. I don't know. I think I'd rather have Kenny Pickett over Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones turns the ball over like it's nobody's business. Kenny Pickett at least doesn't do that. He doesn't do much else, but he doesn't do that. That's one thing that you can say positive about Kenny Pickett is, one, he doesn't turn the ball over. He just doesn't. Him and Mason Rudolph, we'll tie them in the same spot because I think they're the same. I really do. I don't think there's any difference between them. They're both sitting there at 27. But he also... Kenny Pickett, if he was given the chances that Mason was, would have done the same thing, if not better. It was the system of Canada that did him so bad. He played 1 game outside of Matt Canada and then got hurt, and he was great in that 1 game. So, yeah, that's definitely true. Kenny Pickett's not great, but he's not terrible. He's also clutch. He's proven to be clutch. Daniel Jones, he turns the ball over. Bryce Young hasn't done enough. Zappy, Mac Jones are interchangeable. Fields, I'd take Tannehill over Fields. Fields is bad, man. Take away his running, like even make it average. Make his running as good as Trevor Lawrence or Jordan Love or CJ Stroud. He is out of the league. No doubt about it. 100% chance. He's a terrible thrower of the football. You can't debate that. You just simply can't. Yeah, that's a good list. Let me know what you guys think about this list. You're going to give me a lot of hate for Fields. I know that, but either way, you're wrong. Yeah, let me know what you think about this. I will be doing a jersey giveaway at 1,000 subs. So make sure we get there as soon as possible, and I will give away somebody a jersey. Either way, I'll see y'all in the next one.